Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of English with Sarvi. Well, in this episode we're just going to talk. A lot has happened since the last time we talked to each other, like 4 or 5 months ago, and I'm going to give you some updates. I am right now the second floor. The reason I'm looking down there is that I just but I just led 2 cockroaches out of this room, not because it's dirty, but because the 3rd floor of Vadi Istanbul campus of Livkology, the school that I work for right now, is not being used. It has been, let's say, constructed recently, and definitely for next year it's going to be occupied with a lot of students. Yes, this school is new. This campus is new. Let me tell you what has happened during the past 4 or 5 months. Well, I am very sad. Me and my all the other Iranian friends of mine are very sad about what has been going on in Iran. It's a long story. You can just watch the news and find out what has been going on, because if I start talking about it, I'm sure that I'm gonna cry. Maybe in another video, if I feel safe enough, I'm going to talk about my feelings and a lot of other things to you. But to tell the truth right now, I don't feel safe enough to talk. So let's say that for the past 4 or 5 months I was MIA because I was trying to support what was going on and what is still going on in my country with my silence. It's time to talk. And first I need to get back to what I love, and if I find the strength and the security and the safety, I might also start talking. I don't know when. Anyways, let's say that during the past 4 or 5 months, I've been finding my feet in the new school. I've been trying to find my feet and learn the ropes of how things work out here in this school. I really like the way we work on readers here. I'm not a main course teacher. I'm a skills teacher. They call it IS. And we usually read books like famous novels with the students. And we do different projects together. It's not just reading. You feel like, okay, it's just a novel. You're just going to the class and you're just reading for them. No, it's like just a little part of the classroom is reading. The other parts are like reflecting on what we read, having different discussions, different projects that come from the heart of that novel. And I really like the novels that we're working on. Like the lesson plans that are provided here are really rich. I'm enjoying all parts of it. Well, there are some difficulties these days with my work permits. When I was coming to this school from my previous school, we knew that there would be a gap. And also there was a new rule. I had to take this exam called YDS because my degree is not related to English. My bachelor's degree is not related to English. And so I had to take a new exam. It was nice. It was a good brush up. For my English. It was actually one of the exams that are held in Turkey. I think even Turkish people had designed it, but it was kind of a nice experience for me after the IELTS test that I had taken last year. So I took the test, and that's why there was a gap between my previous work permit and the new one. Like the new one started from January, and unfortunately, I don't know for what reason, we still haven't been able to figure it out. It seems like some documents were missing, and we didn't know about them. But my work permit will end in June, so yes, I am really, really stressed. They already told me that they were going to apply by the end of March for the new work permit. Probably I'm going to see the new contract by then, which is not a bad thing. Yes, I'm really worried, to tell the truth, about my summer salary because I've heard stories. But I really like working with my supervisor, and she's a very nice woman. Big bosses, big bosses are a little bit overwhelming always. because for them it's not just education, and it makes sense, it's education and business. But like with your supervisors, with your head of department, if you have a good relationship and if you can trust them, I think everything will be all right. So for now, I'm trying to stay positive by trusting who I signed my contract in the first place with. Yeşim Hoca, and she's a very nice lady. Working with her, I'm starting to think that everything is possible, everything and anything. So she just assured me that everything is going to be okay, and some documents were just missing, and that's why my work permit is until the 1st of June. But they say that by the end of March they're going to apply for the new one, and I'm all set. Fingers crossed. Anyways, I mean, when I become stressed about this, I keep thinking that you still haven't seen the contract for the next year yourself. There are lots of opportunities. Don't just think about, okay, if my work permit finishes up, I am nobody in Turkey, I can do nothing, and blah, blah, blah. You've been a teacher for a very long time, so it's gonna be all right. I mean, I'm not going to doubt my skills right now. It's going to be really unfair to me, don't you think?
Quick, run to the boat. Okay. Avoid them. Come on, come on, come on.
They rolled up the horizon and they all scared. They were scared.
We need to ignore her.
I'm gonna kill your entire family.
I'm scared.
I doubt that.
I've been making a lot of friends. I've been, because back there, I mean, when I was in the European side in that school, I had 2 Iranian friends, and I still have them around me, but like we are 3 hours away from each other. It's not as easy as it was in the past to see them, to meet them on a regular basis. But let's say that when I came here, it was different. You know, to the Asian side that I knew almost nobody. It was as if I moved to Turkey one more time. You know what I mean? It felt as if everything started from scratch. So I had to find friends again. I didn't have a lot of Iranians around me, just maybe 1 or 2 colleagues that I have at school. One of them is in Vadi Istanbul, Saida, and the other one is, the other 2 Iranian colleagues that I have are in Çekmeköy campus. But like everything was new, and I had to make friends, I had to find a community around me, and let's say that I was successful with it. Now I have a group of foreigners around me, and also Turkish guys around me that I feel very close to. We have got an Indian friend, 2-3 Lebanese, Egyptians, Syrians around, and it feels really nice to see people from different cultures coming together and forming this intimate relationship that we talk, we chat about different things. Like last week we were all talking about homesickness, and all of them had stories, you know, each and every one of them had stories of how they moved to Turkey, what happened to them, what they're going through right now. Some of them are even parents, and they still find time to meet up, chat, and like chest off about different things. I think that's one of my biggest victories of moving and changing my location in Turkey, let's say.
So, we're all going to the conference hall now, right? Happy? Excited?
Also, yes, I mean, right now I can say that I'm getting closer to finishing my 3rd year in Turkey. So the integration, I can say that is happening a little bit slowly because I haven't still learned a lot of Turkish. I've been busy with a lot of personal projects, but still through those friends of mine, it is happening. We even went for a run together, which felt really, really nice. I mean, like home. It felt as if I was home and I was going out for a run with my friends.
We're preparing. Yeah, this is our warm-up. I don't know, for like 10, yeah, 10-15 minutes. We need to run and warm ourselves up for the race.
What else? What else? Yes, I've had some roommates as well. This is the other, let's say, improvement that I have had during the past 4 or 5 months. Like last year, it was very hard for me to accept another being in my house. But then I came to this house and I started taking risks. I started letting people in, which was really nice. Like 2 Iranian girls came and went back home, but now it's been like a month that I have a new roommate. And it's not easy because we're really different people, but the experience of having another being inside the house, somebody that breathes and cooks and walks and I don't know, takes a shower, like normal things, but there is another person in the house, which makes it fun. And at the same time, like, of course, financially it's much easier life right now, because in Turkey we've got like this inflation rate which is unbelievable. Like the rate is going higher and higher. The other thing that has happened and has made me surprisingly happy is that during the past 4 or 5 months that I was not really active on my YouTube channel, I still saw a growth. I still saw that people are coming and like putting comments for me, talking to me, even sending messages to me on my Instagram and asking why I'm not active on YouTube, why I'm not really creating anything new. I really wanted to do it, but let's say that I just didn't feel like it. Watching the news from Iran and finding out about all of the people that were dying and like the political situation and everything was so overwhelming that I personally found it hard to sometimes even move from A to B, let alone create content. Even right now as I'm talking, sometimes I'm just rambling. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Please bear with me. I'm gonna get there again. I mean, when I am looking at my videos from the past, I'm like, oh my God, I don't even know that girl. Is that girl still in there somewhere? I think that is what we all go through after trauma. I mean, we were and we still are, I think, in that, in experiencing that trauma. We need to be, I mean, I need to be, I'm not talking about everyone, but here I need to be kind to myself by recognizing that I might not be that Sarvi that was sitting so happily in front of the camera and talking all the time about her lesson plans, recording videos of her lessons, staying focused all the time, even staying long hours after school at a school to create content. I used to do that last year. But right now it can become a little bit harder. So I'm gonna be a little bit more patient with myself. I'm gonna give myself time. I'm gonna talk about it with you guys, share it with you so that we both have an understanding of what is happening to all Iranians right now, including me. So yes, I am back and I'm planning to create a lot of great content for you from now on a regular basis, hopefully. As my Lebanese friend says, inshallah, I'm going to do that with your help, with your support, with your great energy. But if I am not consistent, it's gonna be all right, because us Iranians, we're going through a crisis right now. I will be back soon. I love you. Bye-bye for now.